guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shakela. If you're new, if you're not new, you already know what's going on over here. On my channel we do life in Christ, and you guys have been asking me about how I do my makeup, so I decided to do y'all a chit chat, get ready with me today because I'm going out to eat with one of my friends. And yeah, I told y'all to send me some questions, or I made a post in the community tab and told y'all to send me some questions. Don't mind if my lace is lifting because I ain't worried about the side. As long as this part is down, we good. But yeah, I actually recorded this wig, me putting on this wig, in my weekly vlog, which will go up Sunday. So make sure you tune in Sunday to see that. But I guess we're gonna get started. If y'all see me looking over to the right, I got my iPad right here and I got all the questions. All of the questions are right here on my iPad, and if I'm looking down, I got my mirror right here. So I'm gonna talk to y'all while I'm doing my eyebrows, but I gotta focus, so I'm gonna be probably majority looking in my mirror. I do my eyebrows before I put anything on my face, because for some reason I just feel like if I don't do my eyebrows first, they ain't gonna come out right. So I don't even prep my skin before putting my skin before I put my eyebrows on. So yeah. And to do my brows, I use this e.l.f. brow gel. And the little spoolie that comes, well, it's separate, but I got the little spoolie too. I don't know. Yeah. Don't talk about how dirty it is, because I use her a whole lot. But yeah. So I guess I can get into the first question. And the first question is, how old are you? I'm old, y'all, honestly. Well, a lot of people wouldn't consider me old. Well, I'm 29. My birthday is November the 27th, 1994. I will be turning, y'all, if you know about curly hair and how it be shedding and everywhere. Okay. I'm 29. I will be 30 November the 27th of this year. Lord's will. Yeah, I can't believe I'm about to be 30. It feel like life going so fast. Like, Lord, can it slow down just a little bit? Because what is going on? Do y'all see the difference already? Yes, but I'm 30. I will be 29 in November. And the second question was, how did you become comfortable in knowing your gift? And by me knowing my gift, they mean my gift from God, like my gift. So I broke it down into parts, like my physical gift and my spiritual gift. And my physical gift God gave me was creativity. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, I can, hold on, I think y'all need to be zoomed in a little bit. Okay, my physical gift is creativity, because y'all, when I tell y'all, anything I see it and I be like, okay, I think I can do that. I go buy the stuff, boom, I do it. Like with cakes, with my cake business, I had never made a cake a day in my life. Never dipped an apple or a strawberry, and then I seen it one day, I was like, I'm gonna try that. Ever since I've been making cakes and treats, and like people send me cakes that I never seen before, and like they be like, you think you can do this? I don't even know if I can do it or not. I just say yeah, and there I go doing it, and it come out even better than what the person sent me. And I'm not bragging, like I'm thanking God for it, because I know it's nobody but Him that gave me that talent. And like in high school, I used to do hair, I used to do nails. That's how I kind of know how to like do my, I don't have my fingers right my brows. That's how I know like to do the things with like my press-ons and stuff, because I used to do nails in school. So yeah, I need it to get taken. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go get my fan. I think my fan dead. Okay. So yeah. Hopefully y'all can hear it. But my one of my spiritual gifts I think God gave me is, I want to say, a seer, because I can see things. Like, he showed me stuff, which is weird, and I never even talked about this before. Like, he showed me a lot of stuff in dreams, and sometimes it's scary. And when I dream, I hate to dream about family members and people I love, because sometimes my dreams come true, and like this stuff happening, and like I have a dream about them, like, I know, sir, because like I don't want this to happen to my family member, or like, you know. Then like sometimes, even though the dream seem bad, it can be just them needing to be talked to, or need to be comforted or something. Well, I'm gonna need to dry my lips dry, so I'm gonna put on some of the LA Girl Lip Plumper. I bought the Too Faced, but honestly, they work the same to me. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, he showed me stuff in dreams, and like, for instance, it's a girl I work with. I had never met her before we started working together, but I had this dream about her. Like, and see, this is the crazy thing about it. Like, he'll show me dreams. I don't dream this different dreams. I always dream the same dreams, but every time I dream them, something is added. And I had this dream about this girl a while back, but like, I didn't know the girl, and it's like we was at some apartments, and she had invited me over. And she had moved in with her boyfriend, and something happened, like the place got raided, and it's like I was in the bathroom, and one of her boyfriend friends tried to break the door in, and it's like I seen him playing this day, her playing this day, and her boyfriend's friend playing this day. So I was like, oh, that's weird. And then we started working together, but I had forgot all about the dream. So I had the same dream again. Y'all, while we're talking, I'm gonna go ahead and line my brows. And I use the Maybelline Express Brow. I don't know what color this is. 262 Black Brown. But yeah, I had the dream. And so after we started working together, I ended up having the dream again. And I said, I'm not about to go to work saying nothing to the girl about I done dreamed about her and her boyfriend. So I said, Lord, if I need to say something to her about the dream, let me know. I mean, no, I said, if the next time we work together, I'm gonna tell her, because and during this time she was a PCT, so like I didn't know what PCT was gonna be at work, because I barely knew what nurses I was gonna be working with. Shoot, I barely knew when I was gonna be at work. So lo and behold, when I got to work that night, she was at work. And I said, okay. So I started telling her the dream. I know I started out asking her questions. I was like, you and your boyfriend thinking about moving in together or whatever? And she was like, yeah. She was like, he just asked me, we supposed to get an apartment in T-Town or whatever. And, oh yeah, in the dream, at the end, it showed that it was kind of like I was trying to warn her not to move in with him. But, you know, like, we young, we want to be with our man. She went anyway. And that's when the house ended up getting raided and stuff. And, like, the police they even got her. And then it was like, it was too late for me to help her. And I was like, I was trying to tell you, but it was too late. And she was just looking, and then she rolled down the street in the police car. So I told her, I was like, I started telling her about the dream. And she was like, you know what, crazy? We just got into it about that because he wanted me to move in with him. But I told him I didn't know, you know, if I should move in with him or not. And then I was like, well, I'm just telling you the dream. And then I started telling her about it, and like the neighborhood, how it looked and everything. And she was like, that's so crazy, because that's just like the neighborhood they were supposed to move in. And then I would ask her, like, do he have a friend light skin with like some two-strand twists in his head, and kind of tall and slender, like. So she showed me a picture of the guy, or her boyfriend friend. It was the same exact guy from my dream, and it's so crazy because I never even seen her boyfriend in person before or none of his friends. And all of us were like, that's so crazy. And that was the first time like I had a dream that you know, I actually told somebody and it was the true thing. And he recently gave me a dream about somebody, but I don't know how to go to them about it. I gotta finish letting him tell me what to say, because I don't want to just go to them. Oh, and the girl didn't end up moving in with the guy, and they're not even together anymore. But yeah, he showed me a lot of stuff that come true, and like I tell my mama about it. And like God just talked to me about stuff, and like people say I'm mean. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, but I use the Too Faced Mocha, the Born This Way multi-scuffing concealer to conceal my eyebrows. Then I'm just going to go in with the Real Technique crease brush to blend it out. I'm going to spray a little bit of this Morphe Prep and Setting Mist on there. But yeah, I'm like, what? I still say stuff. It blew right in my face. I still say stuff be weird, but I'm learning to be like, okay, Lord, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it weird, but the stuff you got me experiencing and the stuff you got me doing, ain't nobody like never told me this how these gifts work now. And then like being a discerner makes people feel like you're so mean when you're not mean, but God give you intuition. Anybody can be a discerner if you really stay in your word and read and listen to God. He will tell you about people before y'all fully even, you know, get intertwined, especially like with people you getting involved with or stuff like that. But half the time we don't like to listen because we be liking that person so bad till we want to follow our own intuition, and half the time we just be doing ourselves so wrong. So yeah, he showed me stuff in dreams and like parables. Like the parables I tell y'all about, where they come to me in parables. A girl, she asked me, oh, that's another question. I'm moving too fast because I'm excited to talk to y'all. So to start prepping my face, I'm going to use the F Matte Oil Control Lotion. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, because I bought this when I first was like, I'm gonna start doing my makeup. That's how long I done had this. See how it don't even want to come out right. But yeah, I done had this so long, and I just put it all over my face. I'm leaving home at 3. It's 1:15. I feel like I'm doing good, cause my clothes already laid out. Then I just let that sit for a minute. But yeah, the next question was, well, I want to talk to you about my dreams a little more. Well, the next question was interpreting dreams. My dreams and my parables go together. Like when I give y'all a message and I say God has told me to tell y'all, and like I tell y'all he showed me in a dream, this is how it is. And like it's hard interpreting my dreams about people, especially if he don't give it to me plain, because one day I had a dream that my little cousin, like he was in distress and he was sitting out in the road, and like he was just sitting there like he was going through so much, and I was like, what do that mean? And ended up coming to find out like he was just going through some things, and like he just needed somebody to talk to, and that was God's sign. God showing me like he needs somebody to talk to, but I couldn't interpret that part right. But yeah, I'm like, it's hard sometimes, and you really have to like be patient with it too. Like when he showed me something, I'm like, you need to go and tell me now, cause I need to know like what I need to be doing or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. So next I'm going to put on my Baby Skin Pore Eraser. I think this is real good if you have open pores like I do. So I just squeeze it out and put it on my finger. And I basically just put it on my nose and my cheeks because that's where most of my open pores are. Yeah. And with interpreting, like, but the messages God want to give me, or give me that he wants y'all to know, It's not hard to interpret those at all. Like he give me, he tell me those like that. So it's weird. Okay, so with my dreams and messages God give me that He want me to tell people, kind of try to imagine. You know how like if you stare at a light for too long, when you close your eyes or you blink your eyes, the lights show in your eyes. When God give me messages, He wants the people to know that's how He gives them to me. It's like He, um, and I kind of learn now when He's about to give me a message. That was the F Jelly Pop Dew Primer. And I now know like when He's about to come to me and be like, okay, I need you to, like, okay, when He finna give me a message or now, and I say parable because kind of that's how they show, even though they're showing in like, you know how I just explained to y'all like how like if you look at a light too long and I mean, and you blink your eyes and then you can see the light, you still can see the light. That's kind of how He give me my messages that He want me to tell people. So like, just recently I gave a message about like waiting too long. Is in my previous vlog. So I've learned now that it gets to a point where like I don't even be tired, and then all of a sudden it's like I just get so tired that I can't do anything. I have to lay down, and when I lay down, it's not like I'm really in a deep sleep. It's kind of like I'm in a soft sleep, and while I'm in that soft sleep, it started playing like a movie, but it be in the form of what I just told y'all. Because in the message He just gave me recently, it was that, you know, we need to not wait too late and not be out partying. It's because, you know, like we don't know when He's coming back, and we don't want to be out doing the wrong thing when He come back. And not just saying being in the right place physically, but we need to be in the right place mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And I'm just about to color correct. I use the Revolution Corrector palette. And I use this shade right here. And this is the brush. This is an Eco Tools brush. It don't have a number on it, but it's from Walmart. I had this brush for so long, and I just put it wherever I feel like I have a lot of dark spots. But yeah, recently, and it just plays out like that. It's crazy because He played out like that, but He put it in the form of so I can understand it and I can better like give it to y'all, because the whole time it's like I'm watching a movie in a dream. And that's a way to explain it too. You know how like back in the day, the old film movies, like the old Mickey Mouse, how it used to play out in black and white, but it's like the film just used to be rolling, and you know how like the characters move when they're rolling, like when you draw pictures and you flip them and it make it move. That's how it look, and that's how it played out. And then like I seen the people partying, and Jesus showed up, and it's like He had the thorns around His head that the people had put on Him before they put Him on the cross. And it's like He was coming saying, do you see what all I went through for y'all? And I done went through all of this, and I'm trying to come tell y'all before my Father come back and I come back that, you know, y'all need to get y'all together. But it's like they were ignoring Him. Nobody in the message was paying Him any attention. And I thought somebody was coming. Nobody in the message was even paying Him any attention, and it's like He got upset. And when He left, then Satan came, and it's like Satan swooped through the crowd so much. And it's crazy, like, okay, I know I be saying like I had a dream and I seen, and Jesus came and He was talking to me, but you know, nobody know what Jesus looked like. Nobody know what God looked like. And that's the thing too, like He tell us in His word, do not try to paint a picture of how He looked, because nobody knows. And when I say I see Him, I never see like a full face. Like I done had dreams where He's came to me on stuff He wanted me to do, and like after I finished those assignments, it's like I know He there, and now He shows me that He's proud of me for accomplishing and finishing what He has set me out to do. But He never, it's just like He has on the cloak, the whole white cloak and everything, but it's more of a essence, if that makes sense. It's never like, you know, y'all get what I'm trying to say. And I just set my face with the same F many continuous prep and set miss. But yeah, like if you spiritual and God has started like giving you your gifts and is talking to you, then you will understand what I'm trying to say. Like He not gonna come to you person to person. Like it's always like a spiritual essence. Like He's there physically, but the way you see Him is in a spiritual essence, if that makes sense. What else I want to tell y'all about? Like interpreting my dreams. And like if I dream something and I just don't know, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing until you know, tell me how you want this message to be played out to your people, because I don't want to misinterpret a message that He has, or you know, give it the wrong way, because then I'm like, dang, I didn't tell them in the way that He wanted them to know about it. So yeah, that's the thing too. We have to be patient and wait to receive the messages from God. So now I'm just going to go all over my face with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I just put it on a big fluffy brush, and I just put it everywhere because y'all know I color corrected. So I basically really just put it everywhere I color corrected, because you have to set liquid with the powder. And then I'm going to go over my face again with the continuous setting mist. And back to my gift too, I forgot to tell y'all, like, I feel like, you know, God gave all of us a gift, but and all of our gifts are to be used for Him. Like, He didn't give us these gifts to be out here, you know, being of the world with our gifts and not, you know, spreading His word and not doing what He wants us to do. He gave us those gifts to help uplift Him. So like with my creativity and all the stuff I know how to do, He want me to use that to bring people to Him. Just like people who can sing and, you know, dance, He wants you to use those things to bring people to Him, not to like glorify the world and stuff, if that makes sense. Our gifts are to be used for Him and for nothing else. My fourth question was, why don't I celebrate Christmas? Okay, so now y'all, I'm finna go in with my foundation and tell y'all that first. So while we doing that, I could be putting on my foundation. I use the Morphe M439 foundation brush. I'm gonna spray it with the same spray to dampen it a little bit. And my foundation is the, where is it? It's the Born This Way 24-hour matte and spiced rum. But yeah, I just put a little. I start off with a little because I done got to the point where I don't want like a whole lot of foundation. So I just put little lines. And wetting, misting my brush a little bit gonna help with me only use a little bit, because it'll help spread it out. And I don't rub it, I pat it in. So that helps spread it more too. But okay, so if you Google holidays, all you have to do is Google holidays, where the holiday that you are in question about, and it will tell you where that holiday originated at. And a lot of holidays that we celebrate are not of God. They are not from the Bible. And God tells you in His word, like, not to be conformed to the pagan holidays and the pagan rituals, and do not try to turn them into celebrations for Him. Because a lot of holidays, Christmas is really not a holiday. It's a pagan holiday where they do like winter solstice or something like that. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. But I think it is, but I know it's not a Christian holiday. And then too, like with Christmas, people put more fear in Santa Claus than they do their kids than they do with Jesus. Cause like, you got your kids scared to be bad all year, because if they be bad, they ain't getting that for Christmas. But you're not telling them, okay, if you live this worldly life and do all this bad stuff, you're not gonna go to heaven. You'd rather tell them about a gift that they ain't gonna get than telling them, okay, you ain't gonna go to heaven. You gonna be, you know, like, God is gonna punish us for all the wrong stuff we're doing. It's really not Him punishing us. We just reaping the consequences of our own actions and disobeying. I look orange, y'all, on camera, but I promise it's not orange in person. But yeah, like, we put more fear in our kids with Santa Claus than we do of God. And like if Christmas is for Christians or like anybody who follows Jesus, I can't tell because we celebrate Santa Claus and have his decorations everywhere than we do for Jesus. And I used to be a real big Christmas person, but it's like after I got close to God, I was just like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm going to set my face again with the Morphe setting mist. But yeah, that's why I don't celebrate Christmas. I have to find the verse and put it at the bottom for y'all. But I'm pretty sure everybody heard and read the verse where he tells us not to turn pagan rituals into a celebration for him. Like Christmas is not for us. Easter is not for us. All that Valentine's, all that stuff is not for us to be celebrating because what we celebrating for. And like all of the holidays really, what is it? What I was about to say, yeah, all of the holidays really is showing the 7 deadly sins like gluttony and all of that stuff and lust and all that stuff. So yeah, that's why I don't celebrate Christmas because Christmas wasn't originally a holiday for Jesus. None of the holidays we celebrate actually are for Jesus. They're for other things. And that's what we fail to realize too. Like we do all these other holidays saying they're for Jesus, but the whole time we're not even celebrating Jesus. Like for Easter. What are Easter bunny and eggs got to do with Jesus? What? I mean, they celebrated the Passover in the Bible. They did not celebrate Easter. So that's what I'm trying to see, like, where this stuff come from. And like God warned us, like he knew that I'm using the Born This Way Mocha Concealer again. And God warned us, like, even though you're going to be in these places with these people, do not conform to their ways. And that's how all this stuff got mixed up. Like we got conformed to their ways, so now we feel like we're supposed to do those things when really they sneakingly got us worshiping and celebrating their God when we saying we celebrate ours, and when in reality we're not. And I'm gonna let my fans stay on because I like to let my concealer sit before I blend it in, because it's more coverage that way. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my eye. Yeah, I don't know how to do eyeshadow that good, but we gonna try. But yeah, while that's it, I'm just gonna do a little eyeshadow, I guess. And I normally just do like a brown. But yeah, that's my whole spiel on why I don't celebrate holidays. My 5th question was, what do I use to edit my videos? And I'm going to put a little bit of this Laura Mercier translucent powder on my eyelids too. I use iMovie. I don't even like, you know how like a lot of people use Final Cut Pro, they use something else, but baby, I use the free. I use Final Cut Pro that came on my laptop. When I first started YouTube, I used to use iMovie to edit on my iPad, and what I was about to say? Oh yeah, it came free on there. So like iMovie is free with any MacBook product. So I just use iMovie. I don't use no special graphics. If it ain't in iMovie, I don't use it. The 6th question was, what gave me confidence to vlog? And every time people ask me that, I tell them it's Jesus. It had to be because, y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm the most reserved person you're gonna know. I'm gonna start blending this in. I'm gonna use I wanna start off with the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm gonna spray it with some of the mist. But yeah, when I first got the urge, I never was even a YouTube person, like watching people YouTubes and stuff. When I first started watching YouTube and getting into it, and then I can't even remember who was some of the first people that I watched on YouTube, to be honest. But when I started, I was like, okay, anybody can tell you, like, I'm kind of a shy person. Like, I don't even talk in real life. It's crazy, but I really don't. Like, if I know you, or like I've been around you for a while, I might talk, but like other than that, no. And like my mama tell my friends all the time, like we live with Shakela, and she don't even be talking. But like I've never been a talking person. Like that just has never been me. I don't know why, but I just don't talk. And for me to get on this camera and talk to y'all like I be talking to y'all, and walk around in the grocery store talking to y'all, and people looking at me crazy, and I don't even talk in public. But it started with, okay, when I first started my channel, I think my first vlog was me going to Houston with my cousin. My second vlog was, I think I was baking cakes or something. Like my vlog really was just like my daily life, but I hadn't even started like living my life fully for God yet. It's the crazy part when I started my channel. But I know he gave me the urge to do it, because if I'm not talking, how am I walking around here vlogging? But yeah, I know it was him that gave me the urge to start vlogging. I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer on and let it sit for a minute. But yeah, I know it was him that gave me that urge to vlog, because if I'm not talking in person, if I don't talk to people, why would I even get the urge to pick up this camera and vlog for people and talk to them and walk around in public with this camera? But it was like God had been urging me for a long time to like change my life and to give my life to him. God had been working on me for a long time, because that's a whole nother story about when he really first started changing me. But then I was like, Lord, why are you doing? Because then y'all know about the empowerment events I had started doing. He started me to doing that. And I'm like, you want me to get up here and talk in front of all these people? And I don't even be talking in real life? So yeah, it started with that too. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm going to use the Camo Liquid Blush from e.l.f. Their new liquid blush. And I'm going to put that on my cheeks. But yeah, I'm like, what? But yeah, it started there. God gave me the confidence, y'all, especially being on here talking. And my mama said it the other day. She said, you sure don't mind talking to that vlog, but you don't even be talking to us. I was like, shade, okay. And I'm just going to blend it out with the real, what is it? Blush with the Expert Face Brush from Real Technique. It's the 200. Spraying it with the mist. Yeah, I'm almost out of the mist. Somebody tell Morphe to sponsor me. But yeah, that's how I started, y'all. I started vlogging. Like, it's crazy because when I started, I was going out, going to the club. And I can remember it like yesterday. I had went to Texas with my friend for his birthday. His girlfriend had planned him a trip to Texas, and all his friends and cousins went. And it's on my channel when we went. But yeah, it's like the whole time I was there. It was in June, like a year or two ago. And the whole time I was there, I was feeling out of place. Like, this ain't where you belong. Like, not saying with them, but like going out to the club and drinking and stuff. I was like, oh my God, I feel so out of place. And so, not long after, when we got home, it's like, I was like, okay, well, on our way home, actually on our way home from Texas is when I stopped listening to rap music, any other kind of music besides gospel, which is crazy because, y'all, if you knew me, you know that I was a diehard Kevin Gates fan. And on our way home, I was listening to one of his songs, and I was like, I know we way off the topic of how I get the confidence to vlog. But yeah, long story short, God gave me the confidence to vlog because I know it's him. And like, I still be shy sometimes, but I gotta get in the point like, hey, these folks don't know me. I don't know them. They do what they want to do. I'm about to do what I want to do. So yeah, that's how it all really started. And like with the music, I was coming home, I listened to a Kevin Gates song, and he was rapping, and I'm like, do I really be listening to this? And do I really be singing these songs? Like, Shakela, are you okay in your head? And it's like, that's when it really clicked, and I was listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, I know I don't be listening to this man's songs and singing them, and this the type of stuff he's singing about. But yeah, I got the confidence. I don't even know how we get on this subject, y'all, I'm sorry. But I got the confidence to vlog from Jesus. from God. He gave it to me. He started me to blogging so I could become comfortable in talking about him. Because how did my channel just start from me going out and partying to me talking about Jesus, you know? And y'all know I'm about to say that's crazy, right? I gotta stop saying everything crazy. Right now I'm just pressing in some the Lord Mercy translucent powder that I showed y'all earlier that I put on my lids. Because I used to bake, but I'm not a baker anymore. Well, I bake cakes, but I don't, you know, bake my face no more. And I use 2 powders. I go in with that first. And then I go in with my Morphe Baking Set in Banana Rich. So, this is that. And to put this on, I use a Real Technique brush. All of my brushes are just about Real Technique, and this is a brush I had laying around somewhere or just throw somewhere. And it's another R200. Oh, both of them the same, they're just different colors. But yeah, so I put that on and I press it in. Oh, and I don't cream contour if y'all didn't know. But I just put this everywhere. I put contour. Well, concealer rather. The next question is, did I always want to be a nurse and what did I do? Yeah, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I used to like going out and hanging with my friends. And then one day I went to college when I graduated high school, and I got kicked out because I was down there partying, turning up, wasn't doing my work, so I had to come back home. And then I ended up going to work at Walmart one summer with my aunt. I stayed in Birmingham with my aunt and I worked at Walmart, and I was like, I can't do this. But I stuck it out through the whole summer and I did it. And then after that I went to a plant. I worked at Mercedes for a couple months and I was like, this ain't me. So I was like, okay, I ain't got no choice but to go back to school. So I ended up going back to school, took my base, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to school for nursing. So I went to school for nursing and I love it, y'all. I honestly, I like to say I became a nurse because my grandma was sick, and like seeing how nice like the people was to her before she died, I was like, okay, I want to do it. And I'm a caring person. I feel like one of my things, my love languages is doing for people. And as a nurse, you have to do for people. So I feel like kind of too, that's what got me into nursing. I work med-surg and ER, but I love ER more than med-surg. And to do my contour, I use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the medium to dark. This one. And this is the color, the shade I use to do my contour. I mean, yeah, bring the darkness back in my face. But yeah, y'all, I like being a nurse. I work med-surg. I just told you, well, I work med-surg and I work ER. When I was in school, when I was LPN, I only worked the ER because nobody, my parent wanted to work ER, but now, you know, like, LPNs aren't supposed to work the ER, so before I went back to school, I was back in med-surg and they weren't letting me work the ER. But now your girl is back, I'm working the ER. And like, you know, we have to split now because now everybody likes the ER for some reason. So I'm back, I do 3 ER days, and then the other girl on my panel, she do 3. So yeah, that's how we got it going now. But yeah, y'all, I like being a nurse. I thank God put me into nursing because he know I'm a caring person. Because honestly, if I wasn't a nurse, I was thinking the other day, like, dang, if I wasn't a nurse, what would I be doing in my life right now? Like, where would I be? Would I be making it? Would I be surviving? Like, what would I be doing? Because I honestly don't know. Like, I used to say I wanted to be a mortician, which is crazy. But yeah, I used to want to be a mortician, y'all. And I really don't contour my nose because I be scared I'm gonna mess it up. And the face is practically done. We have, oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more questions. So number 8, how do I move when I'm afraid? And I felt like that was a very good question. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little eyeshadow, and I'm putting that same color I contoured with on my lids. You know, God didn't give us the spirit of fear, and it's easier said than done to just move. Like, we know, even though we know God got us, it's still hard sometimes because it's like, you know, He didn't give us a spirit of fear, and we're not supposed to. What I like to say is to think about all of the obstacles that we've already overcame and all of the things that God has already brought us through, and think about if it wasn't for Him bringing us through those things, then ain't no telling where we would be right now, like what we'd be doing or what point in our life we'll be at, or you know what I'm saying? So I just like to think about what God has already brought me through. And I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of people be saying, oh, I don't be scared, I know God got me. I be scared. I'm just gonna be honest, I be terrified sometimes. And I feel like a lot of people water stuff down, and they need to stop like saying, oh, I don't be scared. I know God got me. Yeah, we know God got it, but sometimes we still have that fear, which we're not supposed to. Because at the same time, us having that fear is basically saying, oh, I don't think He gonna take me through, or like, I don't think God got me, or He's here for me. You know what I'm saying? And we're not supposed to think like that. But it's hard because we do. And people do it more than often. And I hate that they don't like to like tell the truth or be honest about it. They just make it seem like they live life fearlessly when they're lying. But yeah, being afraid is not from God. Being afraid is a spirit of the enemy. And because once He's able to get that fear into us, if we really let fear get to us, we would not be trusting in God anymore. We won't be, you know, doing any of the things He wants to do, because we'll have that feel like, okay, I can't do this, so I'm not gonna do it. And that's what He wants us to do. He wants us to have fear, especially if it's something God leading us to do. The enemy really wants us to feel like God gonna leave us and He's not gonna take us through when He actually is, and we don't need to be feeling like that. Advice I would give to my younger self: listen to your mama. That's the first thing, because y'all, whether we know it or not, the stuff, especially like if you have a good parent, you know your parent love you, and you know they wouldn't be telling you to do anything if it wasn't to benefit you, please listen. I know we'd be angry, and it's the same way with God. Like, you need to have that relationship with God early. I was brought up in the church, but like as I got older, you know, I wanted to be out in the street. I want to do what my friends were doing, you know. Even though we still were going to church, we wasn't like, you know, strict for God or on our word. We was, you know, being teenagers, a typical teenager, when we should have been teenagers who were living for God. But, you know, we didn't know that at the time. So, yeah, if I could tell my younger self, it would be to form a relationship with God and stick to it and live with Him sooner. You know what I'm saying? Live for Him sooner. Listen to my mom, because the things that she was telling me was not to harm me, but to help me, whether I knew it or not. Another thing I would tell my younger self would be to one day everything will be okay. Y'all, this is some more other silly stuff. And as teens, y'all, we live with stuff. Like, but you know, in the black community, like I done dealt with depression my whole life. And in the black community, and you know, we don't too much do the, we don't too much do the mental health stuff. So, you know, like that's something different and all that kind of stuff. But if I could, the younger me dealing with depression, I would tell myself that I would one day be okay, and that if I had found Jesus sooner, I would have been okay sooner. But hey, I didn't know that. I would tell myself that life with God is better. I wrote, I was never too young to follow him. You're never too young to follow God. Remember that. I told y'all my mom, and I would be more responsible. Like, I wasn't a dummy in school. I was just a student that was like, if I found out I had enough to pass, that's all that mattered. When if I had been thinking and had my head on straight, I would have knew that if I had paid more, like not paid more attention. If I had been more intentional, I could have had scholarships and stuff. But you know, hey, God still made a way, so I'm not complaining. Someone who inspires me. I don't know. That's a hard one. But I know where my mom. Yeah, I'm about to do my. I just use this Auto Lip NK eyeliner from the hair store to do my waterline. But yeah, y'all, my mama inspired me a lot. She was a single parent, and seeing her do for us made me want to be better. And like do good, and you know, make good choices, because she sacrificed a lot for us, and I wouldn't want her sacrifices to be in vain. So yeah, I would say my mom inspires me. Yeah, that's who inspires me. They said the first step to getting closer with God. I would say the first step. Oh, then after I go with my face with my foundation brush, trying to like blend everything together. The first step to starting a relationship with God is to accept him. First, you have to accept him and his call. Because if you're thinking about starting a relationship with God, 9 times out of 10, that is him urging you to have a relationship with him. So I feel like the first step for you would to be to answer his call, and since he's urging you, don't try to fight his urge, you know. Go ahead and answer and see what it is he's telling you. Then y'all, I'm going to go in again with this Studio Fix powder from MAC. It is the number NC45. And I don't use a lot of this. See, I just put it on this brush. Dabbing almost all of it out. And I just go over lightly. She gonna be matte down, baby. Couldn't live without something like that. Yeah. I think I want to lift up for this. I don't think I put enough. Yes, I did. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Settings Mist. But yeah, the first step is to accept him. Accept him in his call, because if you're feeling the urge to accept God or like start a relationship with him, or you're wanting to start a relationship with him, 9 times out of 10 it's him urging you to do so. So accept that call. Secondly, I said to pray against your adversary, which are people who are going to come against you in Christ. Like, you're going to have those that when you first accept God, you're going to feel him making a change. And don't fight those changes. Whatever it is he's changing about you, let him change. And you're going to have people saying, oh, you boring, you crazy, you missing out, why you don't want to do this, why you don't want to do that, you know. But you can't listen to those people. You have to fight them off, because now you know you answer God's call, you living for him basically. Where you are, which we're supposed to anyway. But yeah, don't fight those urges. living for God over here. I'm trying to clean up as I go, y'all, cause I be having my brushes everywhere and it be looking like this. But yeah, don't fight those urges. That would be the first thing. The first thing would be not to fight the urges and to accept the call. Secondly, would be to pray against anything that can try to hinder you. Cause y'all, I kid y'all not, when I first accepted God and like he started making changes, and I was like living for those changes and doing those changes, and like I started feeling like, okay, I'm sad, I'm missing out, everybody having fun, I ain't doing nothing, because you know the world made all the wrong things seem fun, and when really it's not. We're really just hurting ourselves trying to be of the world and do all this worldly stuff, but at the time we don't know it. That's why God gives us grace and he tries to get us back, but we just have to answer the call. What else? So yeah, pray, and y'all, it was crazy too. Like time I accepted God, like a whole lot of stuff started happening to where, like not happening, but stuff will be popping up with like making you question your faith and like, is God even real? When you know he real, because you know the stuff that he did for you. So like we have to watch out for that. I'm gonna leave this out because I like to put that on top of my lip. Yeah, we have to watch out because a lot of stuff gonna come to try to confuse you and make you confused in faith and make you not want to follow God. Like, is it even worth it? And when I first started following God, like I used to have health issues anyway, but I never did pay him no attention. But it's like when I started following God, that's when they started popping up even more and more. And I knew it was the enemy trying to make me feel like, okay, you used to have their problems, but you weren't going through all this before you followed him. Like I thought he's supposed to protect you from all this and not let you go through stuff. But that's what the enemy wants you to think. He wants you to be like, make you feel like God is punishing you and that your life is hard since you started following God, when that's not even the case. But that's what he gonna want you to think. So if you start following God and stuff start happening, I just need you to keep in mind that that's the enemy trying to deter your faith and keep you from following God, because he know, like, man, that's the thing too. When you living for the word, the enemy, hold on, trying to get a wipe, is to cloth to wipe my lips out. When you're living for the world, the enemy ain't worried about you. That's why he not gunning for you, and that's why things not happening bad in your life, and why stuff not, going wrong, and you feel like life is easy breezy, because if you living for the world, he ain't got to worry about getting you. He already got you. But once you start living for Christ, he know he losing you. So your life gonna get turned upside down. Stuff gonna start happening, and then you just gonna be like, all this wasn't going on before. But you're gonna have to realize that's just the enemy trying to get you to turn your back on the Lord. And now I'm gonna use this Lash Discovery mini brush. It's waterproof. I always attempt to do my bottom lash. They don't never turn out right, but hey. It is what it is. What else I wrote? Yeah, so pray against all those things that's gonna, even though they're gonna happen, still pray against them. Tell God, give you the strength to not let those things deter you from him, and to cause you to even think about going back the other way. You have to pray against that kind of stuff. And two, what else I got? Oh yeah, pray for things to be removed from you that's gonna hinder you from having a relationship with God or doing what God is calling you to do. And I'm gonna tell you now, when you pray that prayer for God to remove anything from you that's hindering you from having a relationship with him, that's all I'm gonna say. Cause baby, stuff gonna start coming out your life left and right. Your man probably gonna start getting on your nerves. You're gonna want to break up with him. Your girlfriend gonna get on your nerves. You're gonna want to break up with her. Family members, a job, anything. I'm telling y'all. I lined my lips. I had this pencil. It's from Adore Cosmetics. It's from a girl that stay down here. And I had it I had this pencil so long, look how lit it is. I don't even know if she still like sells stuff. I need to find me a lighter pencil. Cause I do feel like this one a little dark sometimes. And everybody be thinking I draw my lip like that, but I just have a cupid. That's how my cupid's look made. And I'm gonna try to pull it in. Just a little. I forgot what I was telling y'all. I remember what I was telling y'all. What was I telling y'all? I know I was telling y'all about the prayer. I don't know. Then I go in with the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. It got hyaluronic acid in it. I did not know that. This is the shade 006 Reef. Then I pat in with this. It don't even have a label on it anymore. I know it's from the hair store. I think it's the NK brand again, but this is what color it is. I don't even remember. I hate when I do my makeup in my nose. But yeah, I know I was telling y'all about the prayer. And that's all I remember, y'all. Let me see what other questions we got. Yeah, we got 3 more questions. And that's the lip. The 12th question was, did I lose friends? Yes. I lost a lot of friends. I wouldn't say I lost friends. I would say, cause we still communicate, but you know how like once you're not doing the same stuff that people are doing anymore, it's gonna be different, and like y'all gonna go y'all separate ways because you know you're not going out, you don't drink, you know, you don't party and stuff, so it's gonna be different. And y'all, I'm gonna spray with this One Size On Till Dawn mattifying spray. Yeah, so I sprayed with the On Till Dawn mattifying spray, and that's it. The look is basically done, but I still want to, you know, finish telling y'all about the questions since we only got 3 more. Yeah, but I did lose friends, and don't take it as people not like you no more. God is just changing you for the better, and like, don't worry about it, because sometimes too, God is about to take you to some levels in your life where He know that some people that once were in your life don't deserve to be in your life anymore. And that's not only like with friends, that's with relationships too. Like, He gonna remove people out of your life that He know don't deserve to be there to share the gifts and the things that He's about to now bless you with. Because a lot of times, yeah, I kid y'all not, I was talking to this one person, and like God had been telling me that I wasn't supposed to be talking to this person, but I wanted to talk to him, so I was still talking to him. Even though I had 8 million red flags against this man, I was still talking to this man, being disobedient to what God was telling me, and what I knew better, and what I knew I deserved more, and like my worth was way more than what I was allowing him to treat me. But hey, that's for another story time. So yeah, and it was like I knew God was telling me to leave this man alone, putting those in my purse. And I wouldn't leave him alone, but as soon as I left him alone, and I said, okay, girl, you telling me to leave the man alone, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm doing what you telling me to do. I'm not gonna talk to him. Y'all, when I tell y'all things start changing in my life, things start changing in my life so much. Like if people don't supposed to be in your life, good. Two, you think it could be something you doing hindering your life, but technically you are the one hindering it because you won't let go of people that God tell you to let go of. But y'all, if people in your life that God don't want to be a part of your blessing or what He's about to give to you, He is not about to give you those blessings. So you might as well just don't even worry about getting it until you let those people go. I'm sitting here wondering why one of my box is empty, but I ain't putting none of my piles back. That's why it's empty. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I lost people. And I don't even look at it as a loss. Because if God knew they weren't supposed to be there, then I shouldn't even be worried about them being gone. Because like they said, God can see ahead and we can't. Ain't no telling what would have happened in my life if the people He telling me to get rid of were still involved. So yeah. How I knew it was time to serve. I knew it was time to serve because I couldn't run no more. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. God had been telling me to change my life and to get right, but I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to. Simply, I just don't want to. But I got to the point where I couldn't. I remember one day before I went to work, I got up. I was like, okay, God, I give my life to you. And then I just bust out crying. I really did like just boohoo and crying, getting ready for work. And it wasn't like a bad cry or like, man, I'm sad or anything like that. It was a cry of relief. I felt free. I felt whole in a sense, you know. And I was like, dang, so this is all I had to do the whole time? Was surrender and go ahead and give my life to you and live for you? And I'm sitting here going through all this stuff and all I had to do is live for the Lord and I'll be okay? Yeah. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and change my earrings while I'm here. But yeah, that's how I knew because I couldn't run anymore. When God wants you, He gonna get you. And like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I've been running for a long time. And I know somebody gonna be like, what you mean about running? Like, I'm putting on these Bottega raindrop boots. But what I mean about running is we all know when we doing something wrong. Or God is telling us we need to, even though you can't see Him, we need to do something different with our life. And like, it's time to spread His word. And like, it's different. You're going to know when God wants you to. You're going to know when God calling you to spread His word. Yeah, I drop that hook. Guess I'll find it later. But yeah, you'll know like when God is calling you and like it's something that He wants you to do, you will know. And so that's how I knew, and that's why I ran, because I was like, I don't want to be the type of person around here spreading God, the word about God and talking about Jesus and all that kind of stuff when in reality now that I'm doing it, I actually live it. Things I do now that I wouldn't do when I was in my dark days. The first thing I put was I would never go to God first. Like when I was having problems, it's like I always try to figure it out on my own, or I just stay in a slump because I'm like stuff always happening to me. The second thing is in my dark days, I would never like do stuff through God. Like whatever I do now, like before I started this video, I said, Lord, I pray, you know, that I can answer these questions in a way that you would want me to, in a way that you would be proud for me to answer these questions for everybody. And like back then I just used to do stuff. I ain't never used to be like, God, do this, help me through this. I just used to do stuff. I never used to go through God to do stuff or to get things, if that makes sense. Something that I wouldn't have done back then was not accepting things that didn't align with me. Like now I don't, if it's something that go against my beliefs or like I don't feel it's right or I just don't sit right with me, I do not accept it. Like back then, I ain't gonna say I used to do anything, but like, I just say like drinking and going out. Like back then, I just do it. But like now, since that don't align with me, I don't do it no more. And I watched the podcast and it was talking about how we make excuses to do certain things that we know God has pulled us away from. Like, just say if you don't drink or you don't listen to secular music, like, okay, it'll be okay this time because I'm just going to my friend's party. But no, you can't do that. You gotta stay. It don't align with you who you are now. You can't be doing it. And now I say I will most definitely not go against my word. I will not accept things that I know God wouldn't want me to accept. I done broke my earring. I wouldn't do things that I know God wouldn't want me to accept in my life now. And that things that I don't want to accept and I know aren't right for me, I'm just not doing it no more. So yeah. I hope this was a good video. I hope I answered everybody's questions good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to your girl's channel. I think my makeup turned out good, and we actually got time to spare. I leave at 3, it's 2:09. So yeah. This is a thing. But yeah, this is the face. But yeah, if you guys like this look and would like me to do more videos like this, I think we're gonna start calling this Bible and Beats, where we do beats and we talk about the Bible. So if y'all would like that, I think I'm gonna start it as a new segment. I feel cute. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to tune in to the other vlog where y'all can see where I went with this gorgeous look, and I will see you guys in the next one.